If I had to choose between my life as it is right now, or a life where I would become president of my country, or whatever the highest public office is in my country, prime minister, but get assassinated a year before leaving office, which would I choose? There are so many wrong things in my country right now that I would like to change. The civil rights, especially gay rights, educational system, corruption, tax system, medical care. If I think about it, I cannot come up with one single thing that goes well in Romania right now. So, first female president and an atheist? And you know what? Being assassinated is not that bad. Poof! Who the hell wants to die of sickness and old age? Yeah, I think I could go with that. Would you rather be the greatest genius of all time but so beyond people's comprehension that you'll never be appreciated until long after your death, or a person who is perceived as a genius in his own time but is later thought of as a mediocre hack who was overrated? I don't think I'd be happy with people appreciating me if I'm mediocre. Being the greatest genius of all time will imply me making some great discovery that would probably save humanity or something like that. Even if people didn't realize I'm a genius in my time, I would know it, and I would also know that I will have a significant contribution. I think I will go with first option. Would you rather have an ugly sexual partner who was immensely satisfying in bed but embarrassing in that people know you're fucking someone so ugly, or a beautiful lover who sucked in bed but made others deeply envious of you? Well, first of all, I wouldn't have sex with somebody I'm not attracted to, so if I am attracted to him, in my eyes he looks good. And, you know, fuck the rest. Would you rather be the lead singer of an extremely mediocre but popular rock band, or the world's greatest poet with a small fan following? Again, I will not be happy being mediocre. I will definitely go with the poet option here. Even though I don't think you can be the world's greatest poet, that's like impossibly subjective. If you had a chance to open one of two doors, and one door led to the fulfillment of all your dreams, and the other had an axe-murderer who would chop you into pieces as soon as you opened it, would you choose to open a door? So the question here is, not knowing which door leads to what, would I take a chance or just walk away? I cannot say for sure, not facing the actual situation, but I think I would choose to open a door. One door leads to the fulfillment of all my dreams, and I have really high dreams. Some of them are worth 50% risk dying for. If by killing yourself all your enemies would be destroyed as well, would you kill yourself? No, I don't think I have any enemies, and I don't wish death on anybody. If you had to take a car trip with either a Vietnam vet with serious mental health problems and a gun on his person at all times, or a conservative Christian who passed judgment on everything you did, who would you choose? I'd go with the Vietnam vet. He sounds like fun, and I really don't think he would kill me. I would really like to talk to somebody like that. I'm really tired of conservative Christians. If you could obtain immortality by stomping a little girl's pet kitten to death before her crying eyes every Christmas, would you do it? No, I would not stomp a kitten to death. And who the hell wants immortality? I mean, even assuming you will be young and healthy your entire immortal life, you will still get to see everybody you care about getting sick and old and dying. Who could want that? But there's an interesting question here. If I would be immortal, would the entire human race be immortal? Or I would just outlive it? Because being the only person alive would not be very fun, you know? If you loved someone with all your heart and they hated everything about you, would you shorten their life by 10 years if it meant they would love you in return? Well, if we are playing fantasy games here, I would do that with two additional conditions. The first one will be for me to know for sure that the last 10 years of his life would suck. I mean, if he would live from 70 years to 80 years with some kind of disease, you know, okay, I will shorten his life. And the second condition will be for me to forget that I did this. For me to not know that he loves me only because I did this. But otherwise the answer is no. If you died and went to hell and it was every bit as horrible as the Christians say it is, and the devil offered you a 1-year reprieve from the agony of hell for each person you tempted to damnation, would you take his deal? My first thought on this one would be to say no, I would not condemn all those people to eternal suffering for me to get away with it. But considering what we know about Inquisition and stuff like that, I really think that anybody would say and do anything under torture. And under eternal torture? As much as I would hate it, I would probably take the deal. Those are my answers for The Amazing Atheist, and have fun passing judgment if you want.